This is it. We proclaim it. Spring is in the air, and it's about time. Wouldn't you agree? Not only do we proclaim it, but Hunkydory has kits to support our proclamation.
Right. And not only is there a luxury card kit, but there's also additional spring artwork and wonderful sentiments and beautiful lace.
All together, and lots of fun things to do with them.
Come play with us.
Now, isn't this pretty? It just looks springy, yellows, pinks, flowers. Yeah. Well, we're going to go. Okay, we're done.
We're going to get into all of this, but we're going to start with the luxury card.
Okay, so we're going to scoot these aside.
All right.
And then talk about spring is in the air. Now, spring is in the air is what they call a luxury card kit, and it has a lot of layering going on, right?
It does. It has lots of paper toll style images. Not everything, but most of the things that you see.
So the inspiration sheet gives you ideas, as we are going to give you ideas,
right.
But we're going to get more in detail into the kit. So we've got 289 foiled die cuts.
Wow. And most of these are going to stack on top of each other. You get that beautiful gold foil detailing on there.
How pretty.
And those are the easy to pop out die cuts too. They're always
actually
easy.
So easy I have to be careful.
Right, they come out on their own.
There's an Easter one that's proclaimed that way.
So a couple of different styles of artwork you're seeing
that's
here.
That's what you meant when you said they pop out so easily. So you can see springtime colors, but what I like about a set like this is that there are many themes that you can use.
Best wishes, happy birthday with love.
Masculine as well as feminine. Fun to see that. In fact, there are lambs over by on the way to our house, so very fun frolicking in the field. And kitties, can't go wrong with kitties and puppies.
Golden retrievers.
And then some beautiful art. I mean, that's just very special.
And are we getting the shimmer of the gold on there? There we go.
I should be wiggling it more.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to show you a gorgeous card using that at the very end.
So some of these simple to pop on card toppers, or you can use foam tape and layer those on there. Some of these, I would like to point out, some of these images are really tiny, these tiny little die cuts like this one. And we have foam tape, squares.
Right. That are a quarter of an inch.
Right, or even smaller. I think it's smaller than a quarter.
Do you?
Some of them are, yeah. And so real simple to pop on to those small images.
So in addition to the 289 foiled die cuts, you also have 20 sheets of the Adorable Scoreable. Now these are not foiled, but there are 20 of them. Look at the ghosted daffodils behind.
Beautiful. You hardly need the gold foiling with it all over those die cuts, just covering them.
And as you might have been able to tell, this artwork is going to match that of the die cut.
It's
so
just beautiful.
Pansies.
Lots of different colors. So like you were saying, they could be masculine, they could be feminine.
Yeah.
These just run the range in the events or days that you could use them for.
There's your little bird.
Isn't that beautiful? And,
Isn't that gorgeous? And on the inside or the front of a card with that ghosted
You're
back.
You're going to see that one.
There we go. Lilacs.
Beautiful.
And
so
tulips.
Lots and lots of printed. And this is all on the Adorable Scoreable cardstock, the 350 weight GSM, nice and sturdy. And they call it Adorable Scoreable because when you score it, it doesn't break the image or crack or tear.
And last one. Okay, so you've seen every piece of it.
We've seen
Let's get into the projects, okay? We're going to start with this one. Now, this is just a wonderful example of what you were talking about. This is the paper toll style. So they're die cut, you just layer them on top of the matching image with foam tape.
So just one piece at a time, you just add them and you stack them, and it gives that fantastic 3D effect. And I love this, done on that lace look, Adorable Scoreable cardstock, and then just some border dazzles added.
Because we have to, don't we? Don't we? We're just compelled.
We just like to.
Dazzles and a bit of ribbon, and you are set. Lots of room to write your message.
And so just a little piece of it added there. You know, I like to save all of my Hunkydory scraps and use them for gift cards too. You can just
Oh,
for tiny
just to-
little
okay,
things, and
just to add
put
in?
one little die cut and maybe some dazzles on it.
There you go, and you're good.
Yeah.
Here is the bouquet of flowers, very spring-like.
I love the strip of cardstock here that's on top of that other piece of cardstock.
I see.
That's great. So foam tape those pieces together.
Right.
Birthday wishes with love. That is the teeny tiniest little. That's why I was talking about those small foam tape pieces, because it's much easier to use those already cut
Right.
and ready to go.
And this too has a little bit at the bottom with a border dazzle along the edge.
So really quick to put together cards, and they don't look like they were put together quick.
Which I appreciate. You don't want someone to say, "Oh, nice," and then tuck it away. You want them to ooh and ah, don't you?
I like the long shape of this card. So it's long, and the piece is actually put off of the top, so that really adds some interest.
And that's really nice. So this is, normally when we do cards, they're 5 by 6.5. So this
Right.
is a little narrower, but it's going to fit into the envelopes.
And there's some craft cardstock used behind there, so you can add some of that.
Right, and then on the inside, there we go. There's that ghosted image. In fact, that's just a little piece of it.
Just a piece of it, but
Yeah.
just beautiful.
And
Happy
then-
birthday with lots of love.
And what I like is that this gives you room to write just a message, but it doesn't interfere with the card. It really is
Right.
designed to work
And
together.
it's still well balanced. So
Nice.
you've got the artwork on this side, and on the inside you've got it on the other side.
Scrapbookers, we have not forgotten. Here we go.
So this is just gorgeous, and for one reason, that beautiful paper that you're seeing.
Can't go wrong with artful watercolors.
This is one of our new paper packs, and it just really goes well with that paper towel.
It does. Now, this is Sarah's 5th birthday. She's having a tea party with her cousin Katie. And how fun to have this paper towel. Well, actually, the Hunkydory.
The Hunkydory, but it
Yeah.
is like paper
It
towel,
is.
right? It's all stacked up there on that beautiful Delft teapot. So just beautiful. I like that it's balanced down in the corner. It's just adding a little down there, and then just use a nice big square of the cardstock for the center.
Right, and the little message. And I appreciate seeing this because I think it's easy for us to forget that the Hunkydory items will really work for scrapbooking. And
Right.
the Hunkydory really labels them for card making because in England, scrapbooking really never caught on, and card making
Right.
is so huge,
Right.
but they are paper crafts, so they can use them together.
Sure, and we caught right onto that.
We did, we
You
did.
start using pieces of that cardstock, and you can still make it go quite a long ways.
And what a great look it is. Also, it doesn't add, I mean, that is foam taped, but it doesn't add a giant amount of thickness, so it's still
Right.
going to be fine in a sheet
Right.
protector.
So, what else do we have?
What else do we have? We have this, and this is an easel card, right?
It is an easel card, so you can go
As I
ahead and
pop
take a
that
look
up.
at that. Isn't that beautiful? But there's something kind of unique about how the cardstock was used for this card. I'm going to show you, first of all, the two pieces that were cut. Now, this card could have been folded from cardstock like this.
Right.
But if we had done that, you wouldn't have been able to see the beautiful artwork on the inside. So Debbie chose to cut them separately and then use flip-flop fasteners to connect them. So yeah, flip-flop fasteners.
This is what they look like, and there are 75 in there. They're like a plastic butterfly Band-Aid.
Right, that's right.
Yeah,
And
you
I'm
wanna
going
show?
to show you.
Okay.
So first I'm going to show you the two pieces you're going to put, they're going to be up at the top, they're going to be aligned, and I'm going to choose probably
two
3
sizes.
of these. There are 2 sizes, a really large size down here.
Wiggle it.
Wiggle it.
Wiggle the... Yeah, so you
what's
can
on my
kind of
finger so
see,
you can
yeah.
see it? There you go. And this is the smaller size. So I've got that. There you
There we go.
There you can see it. It's adhesive on one side, so I'm going to start with it on the back of the cardstock. Oh, and I put that these are 5 3/4 by 6 inches, just so you know that. And I put 3 of them on, and there we go. So I'll put one there. I'll go ahead and show you. One about in the center, and I'm choosing the center of those little cuts in the flip-flop fasteners. I'm lining them up with the edge of the cardstock, and I think 3 should be enough
Yeah.
to attach it nicely. So once you do that, you can lay that down on the table like that. You can just barely see them sort of popping up there. Now I'm going to put the right side of the top of that card just even with the top of the back panel. I lay it down there and I just press it on. So now they flip over. I did that totally wrong. Okay. This is not the way to do it.
Sorry.
I totally
Thank you,
messed up.
Gail. That's not how to do it.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, that is what she did.
Yeah, that is.
Because, okay, so here's what happened.
You shouldn't have doubted you.
If well, maybe we could just go back and, no, okay.
You wanted to reshoot it, didn't you?
No, I was kidding. So you put it together like that, just the way I said.
Without the exclamation of, oh no, I messed up?
Then when you fold it, you go, oh, that's just right. Because then what we do is you take some of the other pieces of cardstock. So there's that border piece. And what Debbie chose to do was to cut that and place that over those flip-flop fasteners at the top.
Okay.
So there's a nice border piece and it covers the flip-flop fasteners. Another way to have done that would have been to put both of the sides of them right here on the inside. So it's up to you what you want seen, how you want to do that. So now that we've got it this way, on the front of the card you're going to put a score line, which you can see. Use a scoring tool to score it in the center. Because remember, this is an easel card, you want it to come up like that. And then you're going to be able to attach that paper towel right to this piece here and attach it here. I kind of like, the other idea was that another piece of it here was used and she cut out along the ribbon and she foam taped that on the inside right about there so that this would hook onto it.
And then
like
she took
so.
a green ribbon and put it on top of it. So there you go, with or without the exclamation of, oh my gosh, I messed up. But it does, I like that double border. I think that does a nice job.
Right.
And of course, border dazzles can't hurt.
I love the big burlap flowers there. And they're actually above that line so that when you open it, they're kind of on the back.
Right. So, I mean, what's nice about that is that you have a finished look on the other side. So if you've got it on your desk or counter, you can see that.
So it's just a really cute way of doing it.
So we have birthday wishes right there, and we have with love on the inside.
Just add a little ribbon, a little jewel dazzles, and that is just
easy peasy.
The artwork really says it all. That cottage is just, and they're so fine in detail, the artwork that they use.
It is, and a nice variety of artwork. It's not all the same, and I appreciate that. This again is layered. We'll get in a little bit closer so you can see.
So easy to stack with the foam tape. Just line up the imagery one at a time. So
we actually have depth to it, which is really kind of nice too.
It's beautiful.
Now, speaking of depth, look at this. There's a lot going on.
There is. This is a really unique card. I'm going to go ahead and wait till you open it before I show you how the front was done.
Okay.
But there you go.
Oh.
So you've got the adorable scorable on the inside. With
I'm telling you, that could be a card front. That is just lovely.
But look, this is the cardstock, and some of the paper towel actually matched right onto the cardstock, which
that is lovely.
Yeah, I think that was a really cool idea.
Yeah,
just
very,
stack
very
that on
pretty.
there. You've got those great jewel dazzles.
Now this orange is also on the artwork.
On
this
the artwork
is,
of the cardstock.
Gorgeous.
So yellow cardstock was added here, so that's your card base. And then on the front, you're seeing a piece here, and you're seeing a piece here, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about. I've got this piece that was glued on the front of that folding card, and then you've got this piece at the base that's a wraparound piece. Now, something I want to tell you is that Debbie chose to sort of fussy cut around each one of these flowers. We do that a lot, and it makes a beautiful look. You can cut those out, but you don't have to. You could just cut it straight on the top, so that's another idea if you don't want to go through that. Then you're going to cut this piece. The gallery will give you the dimensions. It's a little bit longer. It's about an inch longer than the piece above. And then you're going to score 1 inch from each end. Use a scoring tool and a ruler. You're going to fold those back. And I would use Ultra Tape on the back of these tabs and attach them to the back of this piece. So this one will be attached to the back there, and then it kind of rounds up and attaches to the back here. So when you're done, it pops forward like that. Like the one that you're seeing.
Right, very fun. Now, obviously, this is probably not a card that you put in an envelope and mail. You're either going to hand deliver it or tuck it into a package if you're sending a package off.
Of some sort.
So very nice, just for you.
And it's still got that paper towel. That's like a castle in the background.
Very pretty. And again, the jewel border dazzles, just doing a nice frame around there. I like the daffodils coming forward and into this array in the front. Very nice.
I do like that it was cut out. I mean, if you can take the time to do that, it makes a very nice effect.
Now, when we started, we said that there was spring in the air and there was more. So this is one of the more.
This is the little book of springtime, and it's filled with these beautiful springtime images. Now, we're pulling them apart because we've gotten into them, but they are normally connected at the top.
They're
with
padded.
A glue strip. Right.
So, and you get 5 of each image, or 4 of each image. So I'm just kind of...
There are 36 different images. So you're looking at some of the different images. There will be 4 of each. So the kind of the neat thing is you can make 4 cards that are all the same if you want to. Or you can even take some of them and cut them out and turn them into paper towel and stack them on top of each other.
Or use them on scrapbooking as well as card making.
I love the different styles of artwork. So you're seeing some cartoonish.
Okay, remember this one because we haven't a card. There's a cottage.
But you're also seeing some images that look almost photographic. That's a great one. So for different events too, look, there's Easter in there. You've got a lot of springtime events.
So just lots, and I'm not really, I don't think I'm showing you every single one, but enough so that you get the idea.
But I do show everything on the product video.
Okay.
So feel free to look at the product video and see all
Go
of the
with Gail, you can't go wrong.
So for this, for Spring is in the Air. Yeah,
very
beautiful.
charming.
Oh, the little castle. Oh, great. That would be great for bridal shower.
It would.
So all kinds of different ideas.
And 4 is not a bad number. It's enough to, kind of think about, well, how would I use this? Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, good, now I can do it again. Okay.
Now, what these are great for? Okay, first of all, this is not the cardstock. This is paper. I don't know if we mentioned that.
We didn't.
And the dimension, they are 4 inch by 6 inches. So these would be really easy just to pop on the front of a card. Just do a little bit of decorating.
How might that be? Well, look.
Look at that.
So this is as easy as it gets. So we've got that little artwork that we looked at. And again, we have used something else that we'll just show you in just a second for that message.
Some die cuts popped on
Added some ribbons. All of that stuff that you save. Oh, I'm going to use this. I don't want to throw out that last 8 inches of ribbon.
Throw on some buttons, easy. Hey, by the way, this paper pack is another one of our new ones. That's the Sweet Life.
Sweet Life, it is. Very charming. On the inside, another piece of the artwork.
All right, so this was another one of the images that was actually, a part of it was cut out. It's the same image as the front, just cut out
that little
one piece of it and pop it on there.
Okay.
So we really do need to talk about the other little sentiments that we're seeing there.
And that comes in another collection, the Essential Book of Sentiments. Now, this is 5 by 7, but that really doesn't tell the story because every sheet is filled with sentiments.
Filled with die cuts. There are 10 sheets of each of the design that you see. So the first design you see, all of the sentiments on there, that is duplicated 10 times in different colors.
Right.
And with different foil. You're going to see gold foil, silver foil. So 10 of those designs.
And probably the 10 colors will be the same as they repeat. So you're going to have blues, purples.
Well, I can't remember now. But there are different designs. I believe you're right.
See,
but
there
are 600 of these die cut labels. Super easy to add sentiments. Lots of different shapes. So you're getting on the first set. You're getting best friend, cousin, very family oriented.
Sending a love. Granddaughter, sister-in-law.
And then in the second set, you're getting uncle and some more. I see. Okay.
Very special friend, thinking of you.
Right.
just,
We haven't even got into the labels, the ones
gorgeous.
that have different shapes yet, but
Okay.
lots of different colors. So it's not just those first ones.
And
there we
then-
go. Here's the different shapes.
Mother's
the
Day,
different
Father's Day,
designs.
special friend, just a way that you really can personalize,
Right.
and that's pretty amazing because you don't,
Right.
you really don't see anything for a niece or
And just every single different color you can imagine
Yeah.
in there. And I love the gold foiling and the silver foiling, so you can mix and match
Special
to whatever
friend,
you
get
like.
well.
And this is really detailed in the product video too. You'll see all of this. And this is pretty heavyweight. It's 350 GSM, so nice, sturdy. They're easy to pop out. And I usually just foam tape them on. Super simple. We're still going.
We're still going.
There's
Okay,
wedding
there's more.
day, there's everything. Okay, so that also is all in one kit.
Right.
And that's what we were looking at
Right.
with those sentiments.
So just for you on your special day, happy birthday, and for the perfect granddaughter.
So
I have
this
one
was
of those. I have a
There
perfect
you
granddaughter,
go.
yes.
So this was easy. You pop on the image on
Yeah.
the front, you pop on some of those little sentiments. Super quick card making.
Very
and those big
sweet.
stacks. I mean, did we see how thick that was?
That puppy is thick.
This is the springtime book. I mean, that's all of those
bring in the
pages.
sentiment one.
And then the one with the sentiments, same thing.
big
It's just
stack.
huge. So lots in these small
I
packages.
think that's over an inch thick. Okay, now we also have, so the sentiments, we're going to combine, I guess you should have brought that in first. We'll bring in the acetate. Don't look at that.
Okay, you didn't see that. Nothing happened here. Here we go.
There's the acetate. It's called Lace and Bloom.
It is luxury, what they call foiled acetate, and we call it printed acetate.
Yeah, we would. And I just put this on purple just so you could really see the three different ones. So they are 8 1/4 by 11 3/4, I think.
I believe so. A4 size.
Yeah, A4 size. And you can see the white border that this has with the bows right along it.
Right.
It's a heavy acetate.
It is pretty heavy, and that printing is in white. I just want to make
Yes.
sure that when you see that word foiled, that is, I don't know.
Ignore it because
Yeah, it's in Britain, apparently they're calling it foiled if they're printing something on the acetate,
Yeah.
but it's not foiled, it's printed in white.
right.
Okay.
So what you're getting are 3 different designs and 5 sheets of each
Of
one.
each one of 5 of 3 designs,
Right.
correct? There's a lace border, lace ribbon edging, and a blossoming corner, which we just saw.
Now, how might you use that, you might ask?
Oh, look at that.
Here we have something you hadn't seen before, but we've combined it, as you can see. So just a little bit of that lace, and we've created a window here.
Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that
So
nice?
it's a nice little window, and then some of the sentiments from the little book of sentiments that we
Right.
saw just popped on there. And I love the brown fireworks holographic
Isn't that fun?
paper.
Isn't that fun?
It's beautiful. On the inside, it's craft cardstock.
It is, with just a little piece up here because you needed to hide this behind the top part
I think
or the
it's-
bottom part.
Right. I think it's kind of fun to add something like homespun, kind of like a craft cardstock with something so shiny.
flashy.
Yeah. Right.
And so lacy. I mean, it's a really fun combination of the craft, the lace, and the brown fireworks.
And then the white border dazzles, which
Very
are just
fun.
beautiful.
Now, here is a completely different look, and I have to say my favorite, of using the acetate. So this is that corner treatment.
Right, the blossoming corner. So you've got the acetate on the front of this cardstock card. So just cut this window out of cardstock. And then you take from the little book of springtime and cut out one of the images and foam tape it on top.
And that can go like so if you want to do it that way.
Turn it into an easel. And here's another one of the images on the inside. So since there are 4 of those images, 4 each, you can cut them out and paper toll them.
You
like
can
this
play.
one was. Right.
And Thinking of You was done with dazzles as well as Sending Warm Thoughts.
Right, the inside-outside dazzle, so you got something for the inside and the outside.
That is gorgeous. That is just gorgeous.
It is beautiful.
So spring is in the air, not only with the luxury card
Spring has
kit.
sprung with springtime images, with sentiments, with beautiful
Right.
so-called foil, but really printed acetate.
The biggest thing is spring is in the air and Hunkydory is here to help us celebrate.
Have fun.